Alright guys, I am very, very pleased to announce one of my very good friends, and as he knows, he's a great skier, right? Jassi Chadda. Jassi Chadda is the founder and CEO of Axtria, which is a data analytics company. He has been a pioneer in this business analytics industry. Previously, he's the CEO of, many of you guys may know, of Market RX. And in 2007, Jassi exited from that with selling it to Cognizant. Jassi has received numerous awards, including the E&Y Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award in 2004. He was voted top 40 under 40, which is still qualified. Jassi, no. By NJ Biz. He was also named to the Pharma Voice 100, which recognizes the 100 most influential people in the life sciences industry. I personally know Jassi through our Thai group. We're both charter members in the New Jersey, Philadelphia chapter. And he was our president last year, and I gotta tell you, he did a great job. He got everybody involved, and he's a great leader in everything that he does. He is also a member of the global, he's a trustee in Thai Global as well. So he's a truly committed entrepreneur and with tremendous connections. He is a member of the YPO, which is the Young Professionals Organization, which is reserved for very, very successful entrepreneur and business people. And he is also on the board of directors of the South Asian Pharmaceutical Council. And for some of you guys who may not know, he is also on the advisory board of NJIT in the College of Computing. And of great importance to me, Jassi, is that you are an active angel investor. And you participate on the board of directors of several startups. So many of our friends, as you know, are involved in startups, as you may know. So we will be bothering you. And finally, Jassi never forgets where he came from. And for me personally, every time I need something, he's always been there. And he's a very proud graduate of IIT Delhi. And anytime I have anyone who's from IIT that need any help, I just refer them to Jassi, and he always helps them without any question. He's awarded the IIT Distinguished Alumni Service Award in 2008 as well. So if I just keep reading all his awards, I think we'll be here the whole night. So without further ado, I give you Jassi Chadda. Thank you.
Everyone. Gary did a fantastic job of setting your expectations. I hope I can live up to your expectations now. First of all, I'm actually very, very humbled and proud to be here as a Sikh American, as an entrepreneur, and as part of a new initiative with SACC. When you look around in the community that we currently live in, over the last 10 years, we've actually seen some fantastic group of individuals actually bring out organizations that have actually focused on taking this community to the next level. Some of them have actually focused on things around giving back to the societies we live in. Some of them actually focused on actually protecting the civil rights of the Sikh community. Some of them have actually focused on actually educating the Sikhs and the non-Sikhs about who Sikhs are. And I think what we were missing in our community was an organization like SACC that can actually bring the business together. So there's no doubt that we actually as a community need to think from the long term and need to work around actually building Sikh institutions that can actually help the communities we live in as well as our own community. So I'm here, I'm going to talk a few minutes about my journey as an entrepreneur, some of the experiences that I've had, some of the people I have benefited from in terms of who have mentored me and guided me and helped me through in this journey. So my passion to become an entrepreneur started pretty early on when I was still at college. As Gary mentioned, I had the fortune to actually go to IIT Delhi. Actually, I had pretty high expectations from my mom. My mom was the first lady to get a PhD from IIT Delhi. And actually, my mom and I, we were the first parent-child product from IIT Delhi. So, actually, but I did not do that well at IIT. So, which is very interesting, which actually has an interesting point of actually what it takes to be an entrepreneur. So I did everything other than studying at IIT, and part of it was, it's an institution which actually enables you and encourages you to do things outside of academics. So I was active in sports, I was active in extracurricular activities, I was active in organizing events, actually, and active in politics as well, believe it or not. And that's where I started looking at some of the seniors and said, I want to be like that when I grow up. But as luck would have it, I came to US for my graduate studies. I did my master's, went for a PhD, did all of that, and ended up being in New Jersey. Well, if you are a technical person, New Jersey is probably not the best place to start thinking about startups. If you want to be a startup in a technology world, you got to go to the Bay Area, right? And well, as my luck would have it, I was an immigrant student, so took the first job that came up, who was going to give me an H1 and a green card, ended up being in New Jersey. And went off to actually work with a very small healthcare consulting company right here in White House in Hunterdon County, and found an entrepreneur by the name of Robert Brown, who took me under his wings and actually became my first mentor. And where I'm getting at this is that actually in your journey of entrepreneurship, you're going to need a lot of support, a lot of guidance. I mean, you can go and try to make all the mistakes yourself and learn from them, but it's better to learn from someone else's mistakes. And that is where the networking and finding the right mentors comes along. And hopefully SSAC could be that platform for many of us to actually connect the people who are seeking networks in terms of either getting the right jobs or the right talent or the right business or the right contacts or the right funding, as well as finding mentors. And personally, I feel that mentoring is the part that actually made the biggest difference in my career as an entrepreneur from various organizations I've been involved with. So when I started off being an entrepreneur, this is about 5 years after I joined a job, got my green card, bought my first house, took a chance to become an entrepreneur. I realized that you need a lot of things to be an entrepreneur. You need financing. I didn't have any money. You need customers. You need to find the right talent and to build a company. And of course, that small thing, have the right idea or a business plan to basically go start it. So when it came to business plan, I was very fortunate to actually tap into the network of the IIT network as well as the TIE network. And Gary mentioned this organization called TIE, which stands for the Indus Entrepreneur, which is one of the world's largest, it is the largest non-profit organization focused on entrepreneurship. So we as a community can learn a lot from that. I'm a product of TIE. I'm very proud to be a charter member of TIE, and I'm fortunate to be elected to be the trustee of the board of directors of TIE for the next 2 years. And that's an amazing organization. It's singularly focused on networking, education, and mentoring. And to be honest with you, we in this room or this community can use a lot of that. So we don't need to go out and reinvent the wheel. If we can actually create this niche growth, which is, whether it's at the local level, hopefully this is going to grow to a national and a global level, that we can actually create this as a platform, I think we will benefit tremendously. So I've been through one full cycle of being an entrepreneur. Someone who started off with a really bad idea, and believe me, don't be afraid when you find out that your ideas are not good. Actually, most of the ideas are not good, by the way. And that's why most of them fail. but you've got to figure it out from your experience and actually learn from them. So when I started, I failed. I was fortunate to have mentors around me to actually guide me. We finally figured out what worked. Had a fantastic 7-year journey. We sold the business in 2007 to Cognizant for a lot of money. We sold it for $150 million. And then I had to decide what I wanted to do next. At the end of it, after a lot of soul searching, I ended up actually becoming a struggling entrepreneur again. So I'm not only an active angel investor, I'm also a young startup entrepreneur. And I love it. I love it. So, if anyone in this room, if I could help you in talking to you about my own experience, connecting with you to the people who can help you in this entrepreneurial journey, I'll be happy to do so. And I'll do whatever I can within my powers to help anyone, not only just from the Sikh community. Of course, Sikh community is very close to me. As you can see, I'm a very proud Sikh, I'm a very proud American, and I think we can do a lot together as a community. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jesse, for sharing your inspiring story with all of us. At this time, I would like to call up one of the founders of the SACC, Ankar Singh, and Hardyal Singh from the United Sikhs to present Jesse with an honorary award as a token of our appreciation for you joining us here today, and it includes a lifetime membership to the SACC. Wonderful. So, next.